Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another teaching video. Today we're going to be talking about sharps and flats. If you haven't watched my video on half steps and whole steps yet, definitely go check that out first because you really do need to understand the concept of half steps especially before you can understand the concepts of sharps and flats. So first of all, the reason I want to make this video is because a lot of students are sometimes taught incorrectly that sharps and flats are always black keys, and whenever you see a sharp or flat, just play the black key nearest to the note. That's not a good description of what sharps and flats are. Not only are sharps and flats not necessarily black keys all the time, but how do you know whether to go to the black key above or below the note? That's what we're going to clear up today. Let's talk about sharps first. A sharp basically raises a note by a semitone or a half step. So let's take a look at a few examples together on the keyboard. Okay, so let's start with an easy example. Let's pretend that we have a note that is an F, and that in the music there is a sharp in front of it. That means we have to play an F sharp instead. So remember what I just said, a sharp raises the note by a semitone. So if we go from F up a semitone, we would have this key here, which we will call F sharp. In this case, yes, it is a black key. Let's try something else. Let's try C sharp. Okay, so let's first find our C, which is here, and raise that by a semitone, which is going to go here. Again, this is also a black key. Now, let's take a look at this example. We're going to try to find E sharp. Okay, so we have our E here. A semitone higher from E is actually F here. So this means that E sharp is actually F. Okay, because remember what we talked about in our previous teaching video explaining half steps and whole steps. E to F is considered a semitone because there's nothing in between here, right? Same thing for B and C. Nothing in between. Okay, so as you can probably guess, a B sharp would actually be your C. Okay, because we are raising the B by a semitone, which is over here and not there. That would be a whole step. So now that we know what sharps are, let's switch our attention over to the flats, okay? The flat is basically the opposite of the sharp. Instead of raising the note by a semitone, it actually lowers the note by a semitone. So again, let's take a look at a few examples on the keyboard together. Okay, so just like with the sharps, let's start with some easier examples first. Let's pretend that we have a B flat. So again, we're going to find our B over here, and we're going to lower that by a semitone, which is going to be over here. Okay, so this here is going to be our B flat because we've lowered this by a half step or a semitone. Let's also take a look at A flat. Okay, so we're going to find our A, which is here. If we lower that by a semitone, that's going to give us this note here, A flat. Okay, so what I talked about previously with the E sharps and B sharps, we can do the same thing with flats. Okay, let's pretend we have an F flat. Okay, so we found our F here, and we're going to lower this by a semitone, which is actually going to be your E here. So therefore, F flat is actually E. Now we look at C flat, same thing. We're going to find our C here. If we lower that by a semitone, that actually gives us a B. And so C flat is B. So just to talk about those two exceptions again, E sharp, raising E by semitone, gives us F. F flat, lowering the F by semitone, gives us E. Same thing here, B sharp, raising B by semitone gives us a C. C flat, lowering the C by semitone gives us B. As usual, I hope all of that made sense and that it was kind of straightforward and easy to follow, especially with the examples that I showed you guys. As usual, feel free to let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. Thumbs up this video, share with your friends, don't forget to comment, and also, please don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms. Thank you so much, you guys, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.